Is this my first time wearing a sweatshirt in one of these videos? I think it might be. It's real cold and rainy outside. We were getting like 1.5 inches per hour last night, which maybe that's not a lot to you, but out here in usually sunny LA, we're not built for that kind of weather. I'm glad my house is still intact, at least. Let's take a look at the last month of software gore. We'll start off at number 19, as usual, with We Have Made First Contact. I don't know how much exactly you're trying to charge me, but I'm pretty sure I don't carry that kind of currency. Also, dude, that cider right there is so good. Recorderlig, that and like Copperberg, which I know that they're like the equivalent of just a Bud Light or something out over in the UK and places it's normally distributed, but you can't get them. Well, you can get Recorderlig in the States, but you can't get Copperberg. And I had to pay so much for the shipping to get a case of them. I did it like a couple years back. I should do it again. And there's, oh man, it's so good. And you take it for granted out there in Europe where you get them normally. That had nothing to do with software gore. I just went off on a tangent. But back to what the topic at hand. I was wondering why it wasn't letting me join the domain at work. We've received a message from the future, everyone. It's wow. Hey, you know what? This is a good sign that at least humans will still exist in another 12,000 plus years, which, you know, in the whole scheme of time, 12,000 years is not very long. But still, isn't it crazy to think about what will the year 14,000 be like if we're here? I'm not too optimistic that humans will still exist as a species in the year 14,000. So it's kind of depressing also to think about it, because there probably won't be any computer to display that at that point. But if we're here, by some miracle, just imagine the year 14,000. God, the amount of technology that has advanced in just the past 10 years. Take that all the way to 14,000. Woo! We will exist in a simulation at that point. That'll be what it is, if we're not already in one now. Now that's some strict password policy. Password cannot contain a dictionary word, must be at least 8 characters, cannot be more than 16 characters, at least one number, at least one special character, at least one uppercase character, at least one lowercase character. It's not actually that absurd of a rule, except for, as the top comment says, cannot be more than 16 characters. But why though? That doesn't seem like a very wise choice. On Google, you can have like infinitely long passwords. I don't know what the max length of the password is. You can do at least like 64 characters, if not longer. So you can be real freaking secure there. Ain't nobody gonna brute force a 64 character long password. So why cap it at 16? That doesn't make any sense at all. But the rest are at least good, good things for the purpose of security. But also, does it count as a dictionary word? Does at count as a dictionary word? Do 2-letter words? Because, I mean, it's hard to avoid all the possibilities there. What qualifies as a dictionary word? Would have been handy to know 5.5 years ago. Message failed to send 2014 days ago. Oh, you just hope it's nothing terribly important. What was the message? Don't keep us in suspense. Please say it was a message saying buy Bitcoin. It'll go to $20,000 a coin later. Oh, man. Yeah, this person trying to inform someone else. Man, Bitcoin's a really good deal. Oh, I guess they never listened to me. No, they just never got the message. Damn. Or just, oh, how terrible would that be if it was you sending a message, just saying something really nice to a loved one that soon passed away afterwards, and then you get the message that it failed to send your farewell goodbye to someone you never saw again. That could be really sad. Hopefully it was something very innocuous. I'd love to, but how? I would love to see what this is too, but how am I going to do that when it's been removed? The irony of this post is palpable. Software gore, it's gone. Apple's useless two-factor authentication that sends the password on Mac instead of an iPhone. Two-factor authentication. It just displays it right below. Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, what if it is that specific computer though? Which also really, it's not very helpful to you because you don't send the desktop around with you if you're going from place to place. That's kind of why the authenticator programs are usually based on phones, because you'll have it on you. But especially useful if, it's just on the computer that you're using. But I guess that honestly, that's like the same as when you're logging into a website on your phone. You bring up the authenticator app, which is on your phone as well, which means that if your phone is stolen, it's not good because the authenticator is right there. It just prevents logins from other devices. So let's see. Google Docs trying to correct an error, but only that error. The rest of the formula seems like totally plain English. No spelling errors there. I don't know why, but I will get underlines so often. Spell check underlines on words that are perfectly valid. And then I'll even repeat the word again at another point, or I'll do it in another email and it won't underline it. And then it causes me to second guess myself. And if it's a word like pareidolia, right, then okay, I probably misspelled it. But it'll be a word I've used a million times. I'm confident I know how to spell it. And then it'll underline it saying it's wrong. I go to Google itself. Google is spell checking me, so I search it on Google. And sure enough, I'm spelling the word completely correctly, and yet it's not recognized. And I don't understand why that is. It'll happen a lot when I take a word and I'll add an S to it to make it plural, and it'll be like, this is not a valid word. I'm like, no, my ass. It is, okay? Shut up. Get your shorts together, Microsoft. I'm using a PC. Chrome is draining your battery faster. Switch to Microsoft Edge for 32% more browsing time. Yeah, haven't we seen that one before? I'm pretty sure we've seen that one before. It's just, I guess, more people are experiencing that as well. Oh, when you say that you're using a PC, do you mean you're using a desktop? Because we can see that you're using Windows, obviously. But okay, they look like standalone desktop monitors. So you're using a desktop PC, which is plugged into an AC outlet, so it doesn't really make much more sense, huh? You're draining your electricity from your wall, and it's going to cause your electricity bill to increase unless you switch to Microsoft Edge. Cut your electricity bill by 32% per month by switching to Microsoft Edge. I'm gonna be honest, if I could reduce my electricity bill by 32%, I would switch to Microsoft Edge. My electricity bills are so expensive in the summer when the AC is cranking 24/7. It's disappointing, actually, how pricey my electricity bill gets. So if I could do that, I would. Power has been cranked to 11. Windows PowerShell, 111.6% of the CPU. I don't know how that happens, but okay. Is PowerShell just like a terminal window? How in the world would a terminal window be taking more than like 1% of your processing power? I guess if you're executing a command that's pretty intensive, that's possible, but otherwise, it should be pretty minimal, I would think. I think something might be, you probably executed a command that changed this. Maybe you photoshopped it. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but it'd be a pretty easy Photoshop. Best match. Firefox develop. I see you're trying to browse the internet. You're searching for something other than Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer. I believe that this will be your best match. It could save you 32% on your electricity bill. We make no assertions. It could, but it also could not. It could save you 100% on your electricity bill, assuming that your power company makes an error in sending you. It could happen, though. It could coincide with you using the browser. Uh-oh. Life as we know it is gone. This is what's going to happen before the year 14,000 rolls around, is that we're going to hit negative 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're all going to be dead. We're going to have exceeded absolute value absolute value. We're going to have exceeded absolute zero by a factor of like 8.5, 9 times. It's pretty impressive, actually, that the sign is still managing to operate, because I'm pretty sure there has to be some atomic movement in order for those lights to be going. Maybe this is some new technology that operates at many factors below absolute zero. It's pretty impressive tech. Really is. The Reddit app for Android is nothing short of software gore. Would you like to save, hide, post, hide, post, hide, post, hide, post, unhide, 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 give gold, give gold? I wonder if they all actually work or if you have to hit the proper one. Is it kind of a guessing game? Okay, which of these 4 options is the exact one that I need to hit? The rest of them probably do something else that I don't want it to. So it's a good guessing game. It just makes your browsing experience a little bit more interesting. I'm actually kind of glad Reddit hasn't fixed the thumbnail. Being a single dad has its ups and downs, but I'm always smiling when I have these two. I'm assuming that it's like mixing and matching the image that's below the caption. Like that's not the image that's supposed to go along with the caption. And the app is like messing it up or something. r/happy. So it's supposed to be about being happy, and it's about a dad and his children. This dad's children are 2 ages of Barack Obama. That's pretty good. I would be so confused if I didn't know about this being a glitch. I'd be like, is there some kind of meta joke going on that I'm not familiar with? Instagram uses the locale of the liker to choose the language of push notifications rather than your own. Does it really do that? I have all notifications turned off on Instagram, so I have no idea, because I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm so cool, but there would be a lot of notifications if I got like notifications. So it would not be ideal to have that enabled, but that doesn't seem particularly a great way to do it. Is it liked in any language though? Because like this person, and outras liked your photo. It's just like a whole outras personas liked your photo. If you're in another country and you use Instagram, does it do whatever your native locale is and then liked your photo? I'm like, I don't know what that means if I'm speaking Japanese or something. Seems like plenty of space to me. Your OneDrive is 100% full. You only have... I don't know. That's a big number. Let's see. That would be... you only have 17 billion gigabytes available. Okay. You have 17 gigabytes of gigabytes available. That's a lot of gigabytes right there. You only have the space of all OneDrive accounts combined. You've tapped into the matrix and you can store everything. How much is that? I don't even know what it goes up to. Like gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, exabytes. A lot of bytes going on in there. I assume that all the data in existence is probably bigger than that, but yeah, that's 2.5 gigabytes for every human on Earth. Maybe all the data on the planet doesn't exceed that. I'm curious. That's a lot of gigs. That's a lot of gigs. Oh, your PC is not yet ready for Rift. Your computer does not meet the recommended system specifications for Rift. Please check the results below to learn more or find out more about Rift at Oculus Rift. Your graphics card is a GTX 1080 Ti, the highest end graphics card out there, which doesn't meet our minimum specifications. Yeah, I just spent $1,000 on a graphics card and it doesn't meet the minimum requirements. Damn. How Amazon has their SSD sizes ordered. 1 terabyte, 121 to 320 gigs, 2 terabytes and up, 321 to 500, 501 to 999. It's not even the fact that it's just out of order. It'd be great if you had them in order here, but it's why is it 120 and 80 and 320 and 5? Why did you break it up there? That doesn't make any sense at all. That's pretty strong password policy. Oh wow. Welcome home, player. Please enter at least 255 characters for your password. I mean, I suppose, assuming that you have a program to manage your passwords, whether your password is 5 characters, your password's 255 characters, it's a copy paste away. So, hey, why not if it lets you? 255 character password, you'll never remember it. But then, hey, if you get kidnapped and someone really wants to get into your account, you'll be like, I legitimately don't know my password. I can't help you. Sorry. You can threaten me as much as you want, but I just don't know the password. I apologize. Reddit still hasn't fixed the thumbnail problem. Ugh. I like how the last one was from Happy. This one's from Made Me Smile. Owen is a middle school student who rides my high school bus. I started sitting by him and we became good friends. He just handed me this letter from his mom. And it really made me smile because I just have a thing for people waking up from night terrors. And he just knows me so well. That's what makes me smile. And I'm very happy now because of it. All right, well, I think that's it for the last month of software gore. Now we know that Reddit is a thumbnail issue on the app. So I use the app sometimes to browse when I'm on the go, so I'll keep that in mind. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like if you like. Check the playlist in the description. If you want to catch up on any Reddit-related videos, subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to music playing in the background, it's linked in the outro over on the Marion Music channel. I'm going to continue being cozy in my sweatshirt. I'll see you later.